Third point, which was also discussed in previous session, minorities. Though I really feel bad when I coin this term, which is really very derogatory, that why some parts of society are being termed as minorities. But unfortunately, this term has become part of our vocabulary. But the spirit is, those who are in minority, be it in religious sense or in linguistic sense or in any other sense, I think we have to respect, we have to mainstream, we have to create a space for all minority voices and interests, and that is also a global trend and culture. Two more things, and that issue was also discussed in previous session, as Jahangir Siddiqui said, that Mahathir Mohamad said that the key reason behind his success is that they started creating a space for women in their political, economic and social life. I think gender equity, gender balance, women development, these are the emerging global human values. And Sindhi society, which has been compelled to adopt the traditions like Kharokhari and many other things, I think we, the male members of Sindhi society, we need to change our mindsets, and we need to create a space for our daughters, our sisters, our mothers, and the half of the population of society, and mind it, without enhancing the economic, intellectual, political, social, cultural role of women, we cannot develop. We need people like Adi Nurullah Shah. We need people like her, which could really inspire people and generations. So I think Sindhi society needs to be sensitized so that we could create a space for women. And the last thing, that today's world is not a world of religiosity by and large. This is a secular age. And secularism has emerged as a global value. And we should exhibit there by saying that we don't want theocratic Pakistan, we want secular Pakistan. And we the people of Sindh, who have been secular since millenniums, we should once again profess upon this global value that we want to see Sindh secular society, we want to see Pakistan as secular society, and in fact we also want to see the entire globe as secular society. Thank you very much for, and if you have any questions, I would love to respond later. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jami. दोस्तों हाणे हीअं आहे त तव्हांखे ख़बर आहे असां हिकु सेशन जेको आहे सो लेट थी विया आहियूं ऐं टाइम ते ख़तमु करिणो आहे हिन सेशन खे ऐं टाइम ते शुरू करिणो आहे गिवन जेको बि बचियो आहे उन में अॻियो सेशन मूं वटि जेको हिन महिल टाइम मौजूदु आहे उहो आहे दो के हिकु पैनलिस्ट डिज़र्व करे थो त उनखे ॿ कलाक ॾिना वञनि पर मूं वटि जेको टाइम बचियो आहे उहो आहे 10 मिंट हर पैनलिस्ट जे लाइ मां उम्मीद कयां थी त असांजा पैनलिस्ट इन ॻाल्हि खे सम्झंदा ऐं लास्ट पॉइंट शुड बी द लास्ट पॉइंट वेल मां हिन वक़्तु जंहिंखे स्टेज ते दावत ॾेई रही आहियां दोस्तो उनखे जो फॉर्मल इंट्रोडक्शन त मां तव्हांखे कराए छॾियो जामी बिल्कुलु सही चयो त सिविल सोसाइटी में असां अगरि चेंज चाहियूं था या उन जो प्रमोशन चाहियूं था त माइंड सेट चेंज करणो पवंदो ऐं उहो सिर्फ़ु जेंडर जे हवाले सां न हर हवाले सां असां वटि क्लास डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बि अञा ताईं वजूदु रखे थी इन्हनि सभिनी शयुनि खे बि जॾहिं ॾिसंदासीं तॾहिं वञी करे असां कंहिं कॉन्शियसनेस जे चेंज जी ॻाल्हि कंदासीं नसीर मेमण जे बारे में मां हिकु शइ चवंदी हलां छो त असीं गॾु रुलिया आहियूं गॾु ग्रेजुएशन कई आहे त गॾु रुलिया आहियूं देश में बि ऐं परदेस में बि आहे काफ़ी जॻहियुनि ते नसीर हक़ीक़त में जेकॾहिं ॾिसजे त रिसर्च ऐं वर्क खे कोऑर्डिनेट कयो आहे ऐं मां सम्झां थी त सिविल सोसाइटी जे प्रमोशन में रिसर्च ऐं वर्क ॿिन्ही खे जेकॾहिं असीं कोऑर्डिनेट न कंदासीं त शायदि असीं किथे रिज़ल्ट्स न वठी सघूं दोस्तो मां वधीक नथी ॻाल्हायां इनवाइट कंदमि नसीर मेमण खे त हू अची सिविल सोसाइटी ते पंहिंजी पर्सपेक्टिव ॾियनि
Thank you very much, Noor. You are really very generous. I wish you have talked more. Last point means last point. I have 8 last points.
Okay. But you have 10 minutes then.
I know that. I won't violate that limit, hopefully. So, thanks to Sana for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share my views. Such a vast topic, and the challenge is to conclude my thoughts and consolidate in within 8-10 minutes. I think Jami has talked so many points. Initially, I had some 12 last points. Now I am left with only 6-7 last points. And I will not go into the details. I will avoid repetition. I will focus on very few things which I wish that civil society can contribute towards Sindh. And when we say the Sindhi consciousness, I want to just briefly touch upon that. We say Sindhi consciousness, it doesn't mean a narrow band of ethnic Sindhi. I believe it was James said, Haru Saleh and Nek Manu Joko Sindhala Imandara o Sindhi. I don't have a problem if Fakhruddin Ji Ibrahim cannot speak in Sindhi or Dora Patel cannot speak in Sindhi. They are better Sindhis than those who sold the interest of Sindh while speaking Sindhi. So I will look into the things in this broader spectrum. However, a greater focus would be on the emerging rural civil society. The reason being, I agree with Jami. Very unfortunately, I have sympathy with urban middle class and urban civil society. They are the worst victims of feudalism, I'm telling you. In Nawab Shah, you can speak against Zardari, you can't speak somebody in Nazmabad. So that's just one indicator. So where is the feudalism? So I would take pride that I live in a much brighter and a tolerant society in that context, coming from rurals. And I take pride of this. Now, the challenge is with the social configuration of Sindh. What does not allow civil society of Sindh to evolve and take strides, as rightly Jami pointed out, is the shackles, ages-old, obsolete shackles of feudal society. And keep in mind that it's not a society we inherited organically. Today's feudalism does not have any public legitimacy. No, absolutely not. We disowned this feudal Raj. One landmark event was the 88 selection. Take any big landlord's name and Sindh was lying flat on ground. So Sindhi society has long before rejected these feudal structures. They are now state-sponsored feudals ruling Sindhi society. So let's be very clear on that. Tell me if any brigadier have ever visited a vice chancellor to have a cup of tea with them, they go to have shikars with Vaderas. Tell me a prime minister going to have a highly educated, renowned man who contributed towards education of Sindh and Pakistan, they go to Vaderas. So that's how these state lords, they are protecting this feudal society to create barricades and barriers in the growth of Sindhi civil society, which has enormous potential to take Sindhi society out of this quagmire. So that's how I said the civil society is also hijacked. We live in a stagnated, artificially stagnated society. So that's why there is our problem. How much is the age of this middle class? Tell me one thing. Now, why civil society gives sort of a stagnant look at a top view? That's my perception. You may disagree to that. To count the age of tree, you know how you can count the age of tree without knowing the age of tree? You cut a branch and count the rings on the cross section. That determines biologically the age of tree. So if you have to understand the age of civil society, count the number of rings of democracy in that society. Count the number of years middle class has gained actual space in this society. That will determine how a civil society could have been effective or not. So the problem with us, this is the current generation of Sindhi middle class evolved after 90s, I would say. So roughly a thin borderline. I believe that is the real middle class, which is the product of process, not product of any political patronage, starting from the ethnic riots of late 80s. So this is how civil society has evolved in Sindh. It's very nascent, if you ask me. 20 years is no big deal in history. And it has taken major strides in just 2 decades. So I see a silver lining in that. Now coming and trying to sum up what this civil society should do, what we can do, and what we should aspire to do. I would start from the last point of Jami that we need, civil society of Sindh need to very strongly question, not just question, but challenge and deny this status quo in society. Let's refuse this status quo. absolutely don't want. It is imposed, let's be very clear. It has been imposed on us, and we don't support this status quo. This social transformation has to be expedited. That should be the mission of Sindhi civil society. But then how to go about? There are several, there's no panacea actually. There's no one pill for all ills. But then there are things to promote if we can't do it ourselves, but we can think of promoting in our, at least in our lives. First and foremost, respecting, promoting and honoring merit in society. That is the biggest challenge for Sindh today. From teacher to minister, all are meritless. Virtually all of them. Exceptions, yes, exceptions, then exceptions don't matter. Those who rule the society, who are determining the directions of society, a vast, big majority of them are meritless. So I think Sindhi civil society has to stand up and demand for a merit-based society and demonstrate that merit commitment in our daily lives, right from taking a small decision of inviting a speaker to recruiting somebody on any job. So that's one thing I would like, we should work upon. Then, the opportunity which is often cursed, I see a small part of opportunity in that is globalization, believe me. We often curse it on some other dimensions, economic exploitation and a bigger picture. But the technological advancement, access to technology, access to people having more space to create alliances, that's an amazing opportunity for today's Sindhi civil society to count on. So that's something we need to promote. 8th class passed young boy from Johi writes an email to the oil company's headquarters, and then that village gets compensation of land. Just small example. So this is how we can intelligently use the technological options.